Hello, Brother Barnabas here. Just finished taking a walk out in the forest, spending some time with the Lord, and He really impressed it upon me that it's important that I let people know how the Discovering Biblical Church ministry started. You see, it wasn't started from a point of having all the answers or trying to convince everybody of my point of view. It started over a considerably long period of time of desperation, of just calling out to God. My wife and I have been in the ministry at that point about 20 years, and we had started a church. We've been senior pastors, assisting pastors, done just about everything, in ministry. But we had really come to an end of ourselves and realizing, we have to do church differently. The way that we've been doing church the last 20 years is becoming more and more unlike the New Testament. The New Testament describes church in one way, and the way that we're doing it was entirely different. And that realization didn't come easy. It came after talking and just going through a lot of hardship and talking with others that were pastors and church leaders that had gone through a lot of hardship as well. A lot of broken hearts, unmet expectations, dreams, burnout, being asked to do too much for too little money and with too little resources. And we really began to just feel the burden of pastors who were burned out, of church leaders who were just quitting. And some of them even saying, I don't even need to go to church anymore. Not only resigning their pastorate, but also just saying, you know what, in today's culture, in today's church world, I just don't even need to go to church. It doesn't do anything for me. I can receive preaching online. I can worship, with my digital music. There's no need for me to go to church anymore. And it really brought out to us that if the Church of Jesus Christ continues to do church the way that we've been doing it, then we're just going to continue dying. Churches are going to keep closing their doors. Pastors are going to keep quitting. Leaders are going to get burned out and disillusioned because we have shifted from a New Testament pattern of doing church to a Western performance-oriented church. Services became no longer participatory with people having opportunity to share to a performance by a few professionals. We went from elder-led ministry in the New Testament, where believers come to Christ and grow, have gifts, become elders and leaders, to only a select few go and become to seminary and become professional orators and professional musicians or professional youth leadership. It just came to us, that we have to do things differently. We have to get back to the New Testament. So Discovering Biblical Church is born out of desperation, out of what we're doing isn't working. And not only that, it's not biblical. It's not even close to what the New Testament describes. We come together on a Sunday morning and watch a performance with very few participating. We've adopted leadership models that are based on one pastor/CEO who is elected to do everything. We talk about the body of Christ, but we don't practice it. We talk about the priesthood of believers, but we don't practice it. We talk about evangelism by everyone, but we don't really expect it. We talk about making disciples, but we don't really go out and do it except maybe through media. And in short, we have shifted from Christianity being relational between God and man with fellow man to being something totally different, where it's a performance, it's an organization, it's a business. Church is not just a business or just a performance or just a building. It is so much more. And that's what we want to discover together. Discover how to do church more biblically. Discover how to do church together, how to follow Christ together in the way that the New Testament describes. So I hope you join us in this journey of discovering biblical church together.